Hello, hello, hello. Sad that we're here under these circumstances, but I kind of felt that this is how it would end. Unfortunately, it's not good news, so just be ready. Hey, Angela. Hi, Gina. Cynthia, Julie, and Fancy, Nicole. Yeah. Hi, Ruby. I know. Hello, Kitty. Hi, old one. Hi, Jennifer. So just know I am trying to find where the press conference is going to be. There's one scheduled for 2 o'clock. So, hi, Vanessa. I didn't even see Vanessa. Where did I miss her? I do not see her. Oh, there you are. Found you. Yes, Bart. The one that they were draining. So, hi, Troy. So, anybody that's on Substack, did you see my post over there for this? Because I went back to look at it and did not see it. Hi, Gloria. Okay, well, I did put it over there, and I don't know what happened to it. So, don't mind my arm. My purse strap at work went down my arm, and yeah, it got me in the end. So, let's get into. Oh, you got your notification. Good. I know somebody said it was Carolina. She's not getting her notifications at all. And I told her to go into her Google settings for YouTube and make sure it's turned on for YouTube. And that way, anybody you're subscribed to, you'll get your notification. I am well. I am. I'm just devastated, but okay. Make sure. Yeah, I'm on. Yeah, they found the boy, Troy. And if you hear my dog, she's jealous because dad's outside and she is not. So, pardon it. She whines. Missing nonverbal 7-year-old found dead in pond, Triad officials say. A missing Piedmont Triad boy has been found dead, according to officials with the Randolph County Sheriff's Office. Officials said the body of Liam King, 7, was discovered in a pond near the area where he was initially reported missing. His body was found on Tuesday around 10:11 this morning. In something I failed to state was the location that they gave. That was not his home. That was a relative's house if I understood it correctly. So just know he didn't go missing from his home. Numerous agencies joined in the search, including the Winston-Salem Fire Department. Deputies said they received a report around 11 a.m. Sunday of a missing child in the area of Forest Hills Drive in Asheboro. Investigators told WXII 12 that hundreds of officers from Randolph County Sheriff's Office, North Carolina Adult Corrections, and Search and Rescue joined in the search. They used helicopters, drones, and law enforcement on the ground to search a 2,500-meter radius of the house. And Liam's death is under investigation. And we can play this. Oh, stop, because I don't have it on. And let me turn my volume up. Let me turn my phone off because it's over here auto-playing on itself. And we don't want that interruption. And hopefully the volume will be good.
Right now, search crews are on the ground in Randolph County working to find 7-year-old Liam King.
Yeah, you'll remember he disappeared Sunday morning, and now investigators are really in the race against time to try to find him. These are pictures we have of him. Law enforcement says he is autistic and nonverbal, but they want to be clear he is not deaf. He might, though, run away from anyone who approaches him.
Right now, WFNY News 2's Giselle Thomas is live in Randolph County where search crews refuse to give up. Giselle, all of us praying right now. Yes, now in a recent search update, Randolph County Sheriff's Office says, together we remain hopeful as they're searching for 7-year-old Liam King. And we do know that overnight they were mainly focusing on the southwest region of Randolph County. We recently got an update from a that says that they really looking through some wet terrain. They were saying that it's really tough to not only see visibly, but also get through some of the mud and things of that nature all throughout different parts of Randolph County. Now, dozens of emergency service partners, including local and state, are joining forces to continue the search. This morning, you can see they were having an early briefing as they're continuing looking for King. Now, the Sheriff's Department says that it's using specialized equipment in its search. And right now, Sheriff's deputies say that Liam was last seen on Sunday near Forest Hills Drive. Deputies say that he was visiting family and was left unattended for a few minutes, then disappeared. King was last seen wearing a blue, gray, and white Nike sweatshirt and black sweatpants. Deputies say that they are searching open fields, woodlands, and bodies of water near the family homes. Now, Randolph County Sheriff's deputies say that they're using every available resource that they can to be able to search for King. And they also wanted to emphasize something that Megan mentioned earlier, but just so you guys can understand, they wanted to clarify he is nonverbal and also autistic, but they're saying that he can hear and he is not deaf. Deputies also say that if you see him, make sure you call 911. You want to make sure you're not calling out to him, therefore he does not run away. The search continues, and the most important thing is deputies say that they are not giving up. Live in Randolph County, Giselle Thomas, WFNY News 2. Right now, search crews are on the
So we know that that's not how it ended. Hi, Carolina. You made it. Did you get your notification this time? Let me see if there was more to play on this or if that was it for that one. Okay. I do know the sheriff's office put out a little statement this morning on their Facebook page. And it reads, "It is with great sadness that we share the following update. It is with heavy hearts that we share the body of 7-year-old Liam King was discovered this morning in a pond near the area where the family or where he was initially reported missing. We are absolutely devastated. I wish more than anything that we had a different outcome for Liam's family, for our community, and for the hundreds of first responders and volunteers who poured their hearts into finding him alive. Over the past 2 days, you've seen an extraordinary effort from all involved in this search. This loss is truly heartbreaking. We ask everyone to please continue to keep Liam's family in your thoughts and prayers. Liam's death remains an active investigation." How sad. But it was nice of them to put something out. Hi, Janet. Hi, Jennifer. Hi, Jet. No, we really don't know. It says that it's still being investigated. Hi, Lynn. Yeah. Yeah, they have no fear. That is true. Hi, Mally. I know, it's so sad. Yeah, from what I've read so far, that's what I gathered, Julie, is that he just, after he wandered off, he went to the water, and that's why yesterday they said they were draining that pond, is because they feared that that's where he was at, and in fact, that's where they found him. Sorry. Let's go to the next one I have up here. It also has a little video we can play. Okay, volume's on. And how is the volume for everyone? Is it okay? I never even thought to ask you. I hope it's okay, because we're moving on to the next one. Okay, it's good. Thank you.
Happening now in the WRAL Live Center, we have a sad update to that story we've been reporting all morning long for the last 24 hours about that 7-year-old North Carolina boy, Liam King. Well, we just learned from the Randolph County Sheriff's Office that his body was found this morning near Asheboro, where he was last reported missing. These are new pictures that they released in the last 24 hours of the 7-year-old. He was nonverbal, but he could hear very clearly, but they've been searching for him for at least the last 2 or 3 days now. And the Randolph County Sheriff's Office just confirmed that his body was found in a pond. Here's a picture as we come back here to the WRAL Live Center of first responders this morning as they gathered, likely after Liam's body was found. The Randolph County Sheriff's Office, they are planning a 2 o'clock press conference this afternoon. Of course, stay with WRAL, and we'll update you on this story throughout the day, online and on air.
Goodness, that's not the outcome people want.
And he's right. That is not the outcome that people wanted. Let me check my phone real fast. Nope. wasn't for me, so. Hi, LJ, or LG. Sorry, wrong one. I have LJ on the brain because we haven't seen him. Let's see what this one is before I... Okay. And this comes from WAVY Norfolk News. Hold on. Sorry. A missing child's body was found Tuesday morning, officials say. According to the Randolph County Sheriff's Office, the body of Liam King was found on Tuesday around 10 a.m. He was found in a pond in the area where he was initially reported missing on Sunday. And of course, I read that from the sheriff's office. And that he went missing in the area of the Forest Hills Drive. And they even say there's a press conference at 2, but I'll keep updating. Let me do that now. Good old Google, and we'll see what may pop up. We've read that and that. That one we just looked at. But we'll just keep checking. And I wonder if, like some things, if we're going to see it on Facebook, I don't know. I'm going to a news channel specifically to see if there's anything. That was an hour ago, and that's what we've done read. So yeah, we all know that there was a little delay, but as we read yesterday, that they have things on the back end they got to do first to verify things before they put the information out. Okay, you're welcome, Lynn. Have a good day. Hey, Pam, how are you? No, I don't know how deep the pond is. In the articles that we saw yesterday, I don't think they ever stated how deep the pond was. Hi, Nancy. Yeah, the pond probably was getting cold or starting to get cold with all the weather. I don't know how warm it is in North Carolina. I know Mel had sent me something, and I tried to locate it on my computer. Let me search again on good old YouTube and see if they're showing anything yet about a press conference coming up. Besides everybody else that's out there. Isn't WF? I wonder if I can go. Yeah, I went to their page. That one was 22 hours ago. Let's see what they got going live. What we done. I'll hold it there on their channel. Oh, okay, Janet. I'm sorry. I wish you didn't have to work like me. I don't want to have to work either. So let's refresh this one and see. Show only news, and let's go that way. We'll just keep checking, but I told you I'd keep on it. And when I found an update, then I would come out with it. It hadn't hit the hour mark. Yeah, Mo. He was in a pond. In the pond they were draining. I'm not trying to hold you hostage here. You don't have to stick around if you don't want to. But I am trying to wait and see when this press conference is going to, or where it's going to happen. Yeah. Oh no, you're fine, Mo. I get it. But yes, he was found in the pond. Oh, thank you, Nancy. And I do have, you can't really see it. I hate this blur thing. I didn't set it. There. I have my candle going. Hi, Mrs. Lou. Yeah, it is. It is a sad ending, and it's not what I was hoping for either. I have not seen one interview with a parent or anything. Oh, you're welcome, Susie. Thank you. I mean, I don't know. I would be devastated too. And it would probably be very hard to speak on the matter. Hi, Cherish. How are you? Thank you guys for jumping in. while we wait, no. Yes, I don't know exactly whose. It was a little confusing, but I want to say maybe he was at his aunt and uncle's, but I'm not 100% sure. So don't take that to the bank because it'll bounce. It won't cash. Well, you're welcome, Cherish. We welcome new members. Well, new subscribers. I can't say members. Yes, it does make me sad. I did go to my thing last night. I've got a lot of paperwork to do. And there's all kinds of different things that you can become volunteers for. It's really interesting. There's requirements and training that you got to do. I know my husband went through all that. I mean, we could have done it at the same time. Well, Troy, not everybody sees the news. Unfortunately, not everybody watches true crime or anything to do about missing kids or anybody with any disabilities or anything. So, sometimes information just does not get out. And that's why I'm trying to do what I do and at least get their face out there, get their name out there, get the details out there. Because we all have the ability and the power to share, to get somebody else to share. It's the power of talk. What news channel is that, Angela? Oh, thank you, Julie. I'm trying. There needs to be more people trying to spread the awareness. Do you mind telling me, Angela, what news channel? And I can look it up. I know I have WFMY, WGHP, WNCN. Well, right now, Mrs. Lou, they don't suspect any foul play at all. It's just a matter of somebody turned their back, stepped away from what we read. Everybody was outside and they stepped inside for a minute or two, and that's all it took. Well, yeah, but some of them may not just hop right on until it's time. Yeah, that was, let me take it off of that. So we're just still trying to find a press conference, so just bear with me. See, I'm not the only one covering this, so. Yeah, no. Let's see what this says. I don't think I pulled that one up. Let me see if they say where there's going to be a press conference. No, I'm not signing in, people. Sorry. Not you guys. The article. No, that does not say anything. Well, let's see if we can watch this. Oops. I got to get out of there first so I can come over here. Okay, good night, Nicole. Get some sleep. This isn't the press conference, but I did find this. So we'll listen to it. It's only a minute long. Nope. Hold on. Nope, no.
From all over the state, as far away as Raleigh, that's offered our resources to us to respond and help. And, we have, if we exhaust what we have out here now, or obviously at some point they'll need a break, we have plenty of more resources we can bring in to continue the search.
So you can see how many people are out there. Hi, Momo. No. Hold on. Oh, no. Let me refresh again and see if they're going to show the press conference. Let's go back over here and refresh this one. Live. No, we're not going to watch him. Sorry, y'all. I am still looking. I wonder if I can go here. No. News, weather, sports, business. Nope. Refresh this one. I'm going to pop in somewhere and see if I can find out where the press conference is. So, okay, Angela, I'll look, but hold on with me. I'm going to mute for a minute, okay? Okay. Nothing there yet now. Let me go back up to Angela. Oh, I know you're digging. I'm digging too, dear. Okay, Miss Lou. Have a good day. I know you said something to go look at WB TV. live news. That's not what we're wanting to hear. That was 2 hours ago. Ooh. Okay, I'm still looking and I'm not seeing anything yet. So, what say you guys? Oh no, don't be bad. So, is Nightbot being better? Let me go over here and try that. It's not live. Nope, their last live was 8 months ago on YouTube. So I am not finding anything. Hi, Amelia. Yeah, he was found in a pond. Hi, Thunder Horse. Okay, let me go back to him because that's who I was snooping on. I won't lie. That is who I was snooping on. He's not on the press conference. So, unless he's said something. Hi, PKC. I know. I'm trying to find it. But let me go back to good old Facebook. Let me try that again. Oh, hold on. I always do, Mo. I won't lie. There's Randolph County Sheriff's Office. I'll just follow them and we will see if there is a live scheduled. Live. Says no videos to show, but we know that's what it shows. So I will keep Facebook on that page. If you're talking about JLR, yes. But he's not on a press conference. I have him pulled up. He's not. I have it muted. And he's not on a press conference yet. Well, let me turn my volume on and see. Oh, it's not live for me. Hold on. Oop. I hit the wrong thing. So let me go live with it. I'm sorry. I thought I had it set and it was playing. Oh, wow. Same pond. Yeah, that's... Yeah, he's talking, but it's not on a press conference. So, yeah, that you won't get a reply. Yeah, I know. And like I said, I know he's live. I have it pulled up. I can show you. I have it pulled up. There's no press conference yet. He's just talking. So, I know it says press conference. And he's waiting just like everybody else. Let me go. Let me do it on here. Yeah, I did, Mel. She may not be in chat, but I see her on my phone. I have them pulled up too, Mel. I know Pascal's talking about it too.
Trigger, point blank range in her face.
Nope, he's still waiting too. So I'm not the only one waiting for a press conference to start. Yeah. Let me go back and look. Now, P still just a yakking. If anybody needs to go, you're fine. You won't offend me. Don't worry. You need to get some sleep, Cynthia. Oh, yeah, there might be somebody on TikTok there. I won't do it. So yeah, it while we're waiting, has anybody looked at the Ruth Miller case out of Ohio? I know I touched on it. I think I read an article on it. You have, Angela? Did you see the body cam? Yeah, I know. I watched it. Yeah, she did plead insanity. That it was just nuts. Yeah, the Amish mom. Yeah, PKC, I know. Everything said 2 p.m. and everybody's waiting. Nobody's seen one. Let me check the Facebook Randolph County again. Let me refresh it. No, let's check in on him. Nope. But yeah, if you haven't checked into that one, if you want something interesting, you can watch it, or if you want me to go over it, we can. But it would be later. Yeah, she is. I think legally she is. Yeah, I sent it to him too. I didn't know if there would be any interest in it or not. I don't know if Eric's going to cover it or not. So we will see. I know he's busy right now. Yeah, Cynthia, yeah. It's hard. Nope, he's still just talking. Let me refresh this and see. An hour ago, 21 hours ago, 13 minutes ago, 36 minutes ago. I'm just scrolling, guys, to see. Let me see what this one says. If it's going to have it live. Nope. That one's got all them linky dinks. Aha. Maybe. Hold on. News, weather, life. News. No, that's a subscription one. I don't know, guys. I'm trying. Posts. Let's see. Nothing new there. JLR still just a yakking. So I don't know. Yeah. Do they see their children that way? That's a question I've had. Yeah, they are. Right? We all know that. Fancy. Shame on you, Fancy. Okay. WFMY. See, I had them up. Let me look. I can't get around that. Let me go over here. And try over here. I'll put this on in the background. Thank you, Mel. While we wait, everybody say thank you, Mel Mac. We love you. Yeah, Mel, she did hit the nail on the head. Oh. But like it was said, since when do press conferences ever start on time? I knew one of us would find it at some point. We just all had to take moments to dig around. Hold on. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Yeah. And if you hear beeping and everything else, stupid light, it is the construction crew out there. They've been paving and everything else. Ah, nice, Angelica. I was 3 centimeters for a good while before I got sent to the hospital. What was a great question, Carolina? Yeah, no, this is a judgment-free zone, AJ. Trust me. I don't drink, but yeah, we're still waiting. They've got 61 people watching, and I'm going to refresh it. Nope, nothing yet. But I have it up here with us. Oh, I bet it does. Yes, they are, Julie. I used to love to hold them, and I can't, no. I just like to be near them. Yeah, Troy, that's true too. You have the right dog, it will let you know. If you can hear my stomach, I'm sorry. Yeah, Mel, I covered that yesterday about the delay, and they said why. It was due to validating. Here, let's make that one behind me. It was due to validating that he wasn't there and that he was actually missing and everything. And plus, that the director that sends out the alerts was boarding a plane, and she texted the intern to get that started. So I don't know how y'all feel about that. If you're going to have a right-hand man, shouldn't they be included on that? It'll be your first. Aw. Oh, here we go.
I want to thank you, the press, for coming and reporting this, getting it out to the but this is not the outcome that we expected. We discovered Liam King's body at 10:15 this morning in a pond located approximately 1/10 of a mile from where he was staying at. The body's going to be
Hold on. I'm sorry. There. Let me take myself off. It was me, Fancy. Hold on.
Okay, we'll get started. I think it's 2:30. I want to thank you, the press, for coming and reporting this, getting it out to the public. It helped out quite a bit. But this is not the outcome that we expected. We discovered Liam King's body at 10:15 this morning in a pond located approximately a tenth of a mile from where he was staying at. The body is going to be sent to Chapel Hill medical examiner's office to be examined and to determine cause of death. And I want to thank the community for their outpouring of support, meals, water. We couldn't ask for any better support from the neighbors and citizens down in that area, the businesses in southern Randolph County that supported us. The number of volunteers that showed up that were experienced in search and rescue. We had them all the way from New Hanover County. And, you know, that's what it's all about, sheriffs helping sheriffs in a time of need. And I wish we had positive information to give you, but hopefully we can learn something from this and be better next time. Our goal was to find him alive, and we did not achieve that goal. I want to thank all the people behind me that spent most of the last 50 hours working either at the airport or at our command bus on Forest Hills Drive.
Sheriff, we're sorry for the emotional over there. Speak to that.
Anytime you deal with a child, you know, you become somewhat emotional. You know, we all have kids. I've got grandkids, and you put yourself in that position. And, you know, this child had a life to live, and it was taken away from him. And I know he's in a much better place now, though.
Is there any sort of reason to believe there was any foul play involved in this? Or is it confirmed that?
At the present time, we're not going to rule it out. We're going to check and make sure that everything's good with the body, and the medical examiner will do a thorough investigation, examination of Liam's body.
How long?
It will take several weeks.
What was he doing at that house? I know you had mentioned yesterday that he was visiting somebody. Can you give us any more information on that? Who was he visiting?
Liam was with his mother's boyfriend at the time, and the boyfriend actually lived at that residence, and he was the child during that period when he disappeared.
Was he alone? Was the mom there too, or was he alone?
No, the mom was at another location.
Who found him and what time exactly was it discovered?
The body was found approximately 10:18 this morning a.m. by Brunswick County search and rescue.
Can you confirm if Liam was found in the same pond that you were talking about yesterday that you guys were working to drain?
No, this was a different pond. The first pond was a priority for us due to the location of it. It was on the property or closest to the property where he was at. And
Okay. No. Who all caught that? Seriously, who all just caught that? Anyone? I think Cynthia did. Nancy did. Fancy did. AJ did. Troy did. What's wrong with that? Let me back it up, Julie. I don't know how far back it is, so we're going to go right there and we'll restart.
the body was found at approximately 10:18 this morning a.m. by Brunswick County Search and Rescue.
We were talking about yesterday that you guys were working to drain.
No, this was a different pond. The first pond was a priority for us due to the location of it. It was on the property or closest to the property where he was at. And it gave us a red flag that he could possibly be in that pond. After searching it, draining it, he moved on to 1/10 of a mile away from the residence.
Was that an area he frequented with his family, friends?
He had been there a couple of times.
And can you explain to us, just for people who don't know this area, just how many ponds are in that little area?
Okay, I didn't scoot it back far enough. See, I told you I was probably wrong about what I assumed was the correct information, that it was an aunt and uncle's house, but it still could be their house. But that's where the boyfriend of Liam's mom lived. And he was staying there with that gentleman. And the mom was not around. So I'm going to let this finish and we can always go back.
We, we're a farming community here in Randolph County, and there's ponds that I never knew existed in that area until we started walking, and you would find ponds located here and there. Looking at GIS, it gives you a better understanding of just how many farm ponds.
Hearing this from people in the community who were saying that they were frustrated that they weren't able to go out and help search. Can you just help us inform our viewers of why it was so important that it was law enforcement led?
As I stated in the last press conference, the best thing they could do to help the citizens was to check their own property in that area. And, this Liam was found on someone else's property. We did not want people that were not trained to come in and tamper with evidence, even disrupt evidence that down the road if we needed it. And that would, you know, you've got people that are untrained that don't know really what to look for. And that's why we had trained individuals go out initially and look at all the possible places he could possibly be.
What kind of evidence were you looking for?
Anything in this type case, from clothing, you know, lost shoe, just any indication of the direction.
Investigation, but could we expect charges against the boyfriend?
We will have to, we're at the very beginning of the investigation, and we will have to look at everything, take all the evidence for the district attorney, and go from there. It's too early to say.
There's a program called Project Lifesaver that lets to kids who have cognitive impairments to for police to be able to track them. Is that something you guys could possibly implement in the future, or plan to implement something like that in case this does occur in the future?
That would be very helpful to us. We have that same program with dementia patients here in Randolph County, and you know, it would be very helpful. It would lead us straight to that person. And Liam was not subject to doing this, you know, on a consistent basis. So I don't know if he would be eligible or, I guess, warranted to have a bracelet. I could see where if a child does that quite often, yeah, it would help us quite a bit in finding, locating that person.
And how would you go about implementing a program like that in the future?
We would look at it. You know, the first thing is knowledge. I want to get someone to come in and talk to us about. I learned a lot, and we all learned a lot about dealing with the cognitive decline, the person who we think is slow, but they're really not slow. They're smart, and you know, we want to learn as much as we possibly can about the condition he had. And there's a program that is circulating in the state of North Carolina now that offers that, and we're talking neighbor sheriffs about having that program come to us, and where we could sit down and learn more about autism. I do not know.
Do you know if this or was he?
I think he is, yes.
Have you spoken to the family? How are they doing?
They're, you know, tore up. As you might could imagine, the mother is, she was out there every minute of that search time, and she's doing as any mother would do, coping with it minute by minute. And just pray for her, pray for the family, and pray for these people behind me. You know, they're the ones that pulled him out of the pond. They're the ones that had to put aside their normal this. They're the heroes that I look up to each and every day. It was near the edge, and we had checked that pond before initially, and there was nothing. We did not locate the body.
That was my next question, actually. Was there any evidence that maybe he had been wandering around these past few days and then just ended up there, or did it seem like maybe he had been there the first time?
He went to the first pond that we tracked him with GPS, the phone ping. It showed that he was at that pond, and then went down a main logging road, and that logging road ended up at this pond. And that was a 1/10 of a mile from the house, approximately 700 feet, maybe a little over.
You're saying he had a phone on his person?
He had a phone, but it did not operate a technology that we have to ping his location, and we utilize that to put us at the first pond. That's why that first pond was very important for us to look at and search.
So to investigation online, whenever you learned of his disappearance, you saw the GPS where he was located. You started at the pond, correct?
We started in the house where he originally was, and we searched every bit, and then we continued outside and did a perimeter search of the outside, and it led us to the pond.
Do you have a final message for our viewers?
No, I just want to say that thank you for your support, Randolph County citizens. They're the best, and I want to thank these men and women behind me for putting their family to the side and going to help someone else's family. That's what it's all about. Just continue to pray for the King family.
It was Randolph County. Of course, they're Coastal County. They're not close to here. Was there something about the expertise of the technology that brought to that helped lead to that discovery?
No, I don't think it had anything to do with the expertise. That was their next area to search, and I think anybody trained in search and rescue would have found the body.
Can you confirm, was the mom, boyfriend, and the father of Liam a part of the search efforts, and were there any other family members who came out?
We communicated with them throughout the search. But as far as them participating in it, no.
And he did not have a history of wandering away?
No.
Okay. Do you know what the boyfriend was doing at the time that he left the house?
That will be part of our investigation.
Can you share more just about, I know we talked about this a little bit yesterday, but just curious about the other jurisdictions that came in, what kind of resources they were able to bring in? I know there were some dive teams, different things like that. Can you just kind of elaborate on that?
We had technology from drones, airplanes. We had SBI airplane. We had our airplane that we have. We have helicopters. Highway Patrol had their helicopter. Brunswick County brought their helicopter. We had infrared sonar for water rescue, and dive teams from all around the state, search and rescue teams. And is there anything else major? But we had an outpouring of support, and my phone is loaded with messages wanting come and help. And when something bad happens in a community such as this, it brings the community together. Going out and trying to help this family with their problem, and that's what it's all about.
Do you know what time he actually went missing to when you got the call?
That's still in the investigation phase of it.
Talk about lessons learned. I know a lot of people and resources came. What throughout this experience do you think the sheriff's department learned? Like, was there any equipment that you think would have benefited in your search that you'd like to get? Any equipment that get more, like in general, for search and rescue? What did you learn?
Well, Scott, the first thing is phone service in that area. We had none. And we had to get with emergency operations, state emergency management, and they helped us with the system that is used. We used out west some time ago for phone service. We're in the process of purchasing that here, I think, with Randolph County Emergency Management. We just haven't received it yet. So we acted with, I guess, the best way we could with the phone service being the way it was, and we quickly got it up and working much quicker than I thought we would. And but working with the state and federal folks, they said we did a great job. You know, we don't do this but once every 4 or 5 years. And it seemed like we didn't have any bad critiques from it other than not locating Liam before he went to the pond.
State resources, was that FirstNet that you were responding to, you were referring to?
It was
FirstNet, Starlink, and Verizon. Did your Viper resources work out? Did you bring up any Viper interoperability to help with that? We did, but I think Captain Grady can probably speak to that better.
Evan Grady, Randolph County Emergency Management. So we did bring in a specialist that is trained through the state North Carolina Emergency Management System to help deal with communication issues, failures, shortcomings. So he, through Chatham County, brought some equipment, a trailer, some cellular data equipment, and Starlink equipment to boast what we could in that vicinity. As the sheriff said, the site presented a lot of issues with connectivity, and we did the best we can by bringing in that resource. Emergency management, our goal is.
Okay, they're just talking about technology and their issues because they didn't have connection. But you know what? What they were talking about, Project Lifesaver, that's old technology. So I stopped their droning about their shortcomings and stuff. Oh, yay, Angela. I'm glad you finally figured that out. But yeah, I don't know all the criterias yet, so, but we will find out when we have a guest on to talk about Project Lifesaver. Because that's good to know that they have that available in Randolph County, North Carolina. Yeah, she does work a real job, so she told me she's available on Fridays and Saturdays usually, but she's got some other things going on right now. So once she gets a free schedule, we will go from there. And I can't wait for you guys to meet her. Just think if he had the tag, he could have been found a lot sooner. Well, thank you, Carolina. Well, yes, that is something to look forward to. I can't wait. Well, that's all I have right now. And if you guys would want me to cover Ruth Miller, we can take a look at it. I don't have a problem doing that. That's if it's not going to be covered by our good friend. So I am going to let you go. And I will talk to you all soon. And we will keep up with this. Because you heard that one question. I think you all did. Let me look, Angela. Yes, I did. Thank you. Thank you, AJ, Carolina, Nancy, Julie, Fancy Nancy. Thank you. Thank you all so much. I really appreciate you. But we will keep going because that one little question, is the boyfriend going to be charged? I want to know more about that part of the story. I don't know about you, but that kind of caught my interest because now there might be another side to this. So we'll have to see how this all plays out. And we still have Brian's Vasquez's story to complete because, the mother was arrested. So we will see. All right. Thank you, guys. I'll see you the next time. Bye.